Shalom, shalom. The brothers of Great Millstone. It's like the brothers of Great Millstone, Birmingham camp. Alright, we're going to prophesy the downfall of America, aka Babylon the Great. Claim to you so-called blacks, natives, and Latinos, the children of Israel. Alright, to repent and turn back to your power, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Before we begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Chakadash.
Giving honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the men, women, and children. Yahweh Shem outside waking up in this truth. Hey, we're going to get right in the scripture.
It's Amos 3 and verse 8. The lion hath roared, who will not fear? The Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah power, have spoken, who can but prophesy?
Hey, the lion have roared. The word of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Shah, is gone out by the way of his servants, the prophets. Beginning with our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. So it said, who will not fear? Then you know that it's Yahweh Shem Shah who's about to do all these things, bringing these terrors upon planet Earth. And you will not fear? Yeah, it said, who will not fear? It said the lion, the lion.
Amos 3 and 8. The lion hath roared, who will not fear?
Yeah, the word of the Lord has gone out, who will not fear? What is written within mourning, lamentation, and woe?
The Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah power, have spoken, who can but prophesy?
The Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, has spoken, who can but prophesy? That's the way he speaks here in this current reality. All right? Through his servants, the prophets. All right? And that's who can but prophesy, his prophet. It started out a couple of verses a couple of verses up. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Those servants in turn are going to do his will, serve him by prophesying his word.
Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, have not done it? Surely the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
So you just heard. But it said, have it been evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Letting you know that this is a message that should bring you to fear. Feel your power and seek out what to do to be saved, to avoid the sad peril. All right? And that's walking in that good way. Where's the good way? Walk therein. It's by taking heed to the message that's being preached unto you. And that's the testimony of the Lord Yahweh Shah, which according to Revelation 19:10, comes in the spirit of prophecy. And it's the prophets who convey prophecy unto you.
Just to back the brother up, like you said, you'll do well if you take heed to the prophets. This is 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn and the day start rising in your hearts. So just to back the brother up, hey, when you see the prophets out who teaching 100% truth, do not tell you that the mark of the beast is spiritual, and you do well if you take heed, because hey, they're the ones warn you of the coming destruction of Yahweh Shem Shah. Like the brother going to, who shall not fear, because we tell you, World War III is about to happen, that Karag, you see, famines, teeth of wild beasts, apparitions, blackouts. What you gotta know,
This is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 20 and verse 20. And they rose early in the morning and went forth into the wilderness of Tekoa. And as they went forth, Jehoshaphat stood and said, Hear me, O Judah, and ye inhabitants of Jerusalem. Believe in the Lord Yahweh Shah, your power. So shall be established. So shall ye be established. Believe his prophets, so shall ye prosper.
It says, believe in the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah, so shall you be established. And faith come by hearing, and hearing by the word of Yahweh by Shema Shah. It has to be preached unto you. You have to be taught where that good way is, so you can walk therein. And it said, believe his prophets, so shall ye prosper. Which means the way to Yahweh Shema Shah through Lord Yahweh Shah via the prophets. Okay, ushering that message in unto you. You do well that you take heed.
I got something for you. This Proverbs 4 and verse 1. Hear ye children the instruction of a father, and attend to no understanding. See, so now you're hearing the instructions of Yahweh Shema Shah being given by the prophets, man. This how it's always went down, man. There's nothing new under the sun. It says, for I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not my law. The Lord has given us the good news and glad tidings, because we're preaching that the kingdom of heaven is at hand. We're preaching the return of our Lord Yahweh Shah. And we're telling you that he's about to destroy this place with thermonuclear missiles. And he's about to he's already sent plagues upon this place, man. Constantly bringing forth judgments in the planet Earth, which he made, man. That's why you should be hearing the instructions. You should be hearkening unto the instructions that's being given, because these instructions is able to save your life, man. You see?
It's the book of Matthew chapter 17 and verse 5. While he yet spake, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them. And behold, a voice out of the cloud, which said, this is my beloved son, in whom I am well pleased. Hear ye him. You see, ultimately they were speaking of Yahweh Shah, but in his lifetime, the prophets pretty much echo Yahweh Shah. So you hear Yahweh Shah pretty much with the prophets, man. So that's the way you hear him, man, by hearkening to the message of the prophets.
This Isaiah 55 and verse 6. Seek ye the Lord Yahweh by Shema Shah while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. And this is that time. You know, like the brother going to seek unto the Lord and by the way of his prophets. And it says, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto Yahweh, and he will have mercy upon him and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon. And that's how you do well, by seeking unto the prophets, obeying the words of Yahweh by Shema Shah. And the Lord said, you put off your wicked ways, he's going to abundantly pardon your sins, man. And that's what we're looking forward to be counted blameless in the time to come, when all hell break loose. The Lord lift up his standard and feed us, and ultimately be delivered out of here, man.
It's Romans 12 and 2. Yep, he say, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. And that's pretty much you walking back in that old way, because you gotta let off that Western vibration, you know, and that your destination is ultimately to come back to the ways of Yahweh by Shema Shah. You gotta take on his vibration. You know, that vibration gotta be shown in the earth, you know.
Being washed by the word.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. The washing of water by the word, that's that true baptism. You know?
You got to be born again. You got to be born many days. Like the brother brought out, doers of your mind. You got to start all the way over. Made, you know, then you got to be rebuilt. You know, you got to grow all over again. Mentally.
Second Ezra. This second Ezra 14 and verse 14. It say, let go from before the law, and cast away the burdens of man, with all now the new nation.
But the dancing you niggas doing in the earth, man, this shit ain't manly, man. You know, but that shit, that's people in your next level. Worry about bills. The nigga, man, like the brother said, Rocky said, he said goddamn, back then, a man used to live to survive. You know what I mean? Hunt, build. And now a nigga living for a bitch, man. You know, you live, you get fly, heads up, selfies, all that shit for a fucking woman, man. You know, that's mortal as fuck, man. You know, you gonna die. Let all hell break loose, man. You ain't gonna fuck around and die. You gonna fall apart, man. Cause your nature is weak.
Even with that weak nature, another form of weak nature is sown to the flesh.
Yep.
See? But hey, Babylon the Great, that's what this place present unto you, to sow to your flesh. Do whatever that makes you feel good. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. You know what I mean? As long as you put your mind to it, you can do it. You know?
Right.
Yeah. That's the spirit that Babylon put upon you, and therefore it creates. You see the creation that it makes. You have very effeminate men. You know? Now a mo feel as though it's okay to come out the closet now. And it be broad daylight with the shit now. You know? That's what Babylon the Great, you know, that's what she bring forth. You see? Which is not the ways of the how about shot. That's why the brother was mentioning, you know, a lot of you niggas will really fall apart and all hell break loose, man. When you seen some things you ain't never seen before, man.
Yeah, that shit, yeah. Oh, yeah, he good.
Yeah, just man, the brothers, if I got the Edamon online for the word mortal, it say deadly, destructive to life.
That's it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And
oh,
that's
the scripture,
oh, you got it.
the scriptures tell you, he that sowed to the flesh, you know, basically shall reap corruption. You know, but it said for a carnal man shall to be carnal is
Enmity
with the
to be carnally minded is enmity. You're an enemy of the Lord.
That's it, bro.
Which means you deserving of death.
That's
what-
it.
and what that mean?
Hate and love death.
What that mean?
Yeah.
That word?
Enmity.
No. The C word.
Carnal. Like you pretty much like you being made carnal.
Of the flesh. Like you operating in the flesh, the carnal nature, the manly nature, opposed to operating in the spirit. You know? It's carnally minded, the things of the world. You know? Instead of minding the things of the spirit, worldly nature.
Like I always say that. Like what's good for the spirit is for you to eat greens, but your flesh want a piece. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna eat the fucking vegetables, but you'll grab a piece and eat that. But that's gonna accommodate your flesh, greasy foods and shit. When it's really nourishing to your flesh, when it's really nourishing to the body, nigga don't eat it. That's pretty much the difference between being carnal and spiritual. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got
Carnal is what you want to do, and spiritual is what you need.
Right.
You got the word carnal. I got the word. This is the Greek word for carnal. G4559. It says governed by mere human nature, not by the spirit of the Most High. So that's being carnal. Being like the before, being led by the flesh. Let's read that. Carnal man, man.
In the ancient world, not the nature. Vibration American Christian. Hey, Bob, sorry, go back to the word mortal.
This the word mortal on the Edamon online. It say deadly, destructive to life, causing or threatening death. It say of illness, poisons, wounds, etc. It says
That's spirit. That's like, you know what I mean? That's spirit, because that's the mindset of America. What it said? Causing what?
it says
Causing or threatening death. That, hey man, that's the spirit of America. Everything that America does bring forth death. You see, the LGBTQ, you know, that's death, man. Your woman leaves, that's death, man. Fucking pork and every damn thing you eat, that's death. Because pig is the most filthiest beast upon the planet Earth, first and foremost. You know, everybody with common sense should know that. You know, but that's something that America presents to you as a delicacy, man. Oysters, you know, just different shit that goes against the scriptures, man. Oysters, lobsters, shrimp, you know, all that shit is death, man. You see?
it says doomed to die, subject to death. destined to die, deserving of death. See, so if you don't put off that your carnally, mortally ways, hey, you destined to die. And that's so like that goes to that 2 Corinthians 4 verse 3. It says this gospel he is hidden to those who are lost. And when you go into that word lost, hey, it says basically one who deserved to be put to death, man. You see? Because you still operating under the flesh. Because it says in hold on. You got it. Very quick, let me get this. Because you had go back to that little water thing. Real way to do it. It says, just coming from the top.
Mortal.
Because these the ways of America, because to be mortal, that's what they do. Fashion up the vibration of the American people.
It says deadly, destructive to life, causing or threatening death.
Yeah, and that's Esau, man. You know, because he said how this man ends as death. And wherever this man put his feet, you can believe destruction gonna come behind him, man. You know, so grab it. He said destruction to life or threatening death. Okay.
He said doomed to die.
Yeah, see, doomed to die. So you taking on these traits. This pretty much what we don't act for. You know, and that's why Yahweh Shai, he teaches the opposite. You know, when you cleave to the vibration of Yahweh Shai, pretty much that show you that them two, the difference between carnal and spiritual. You know, the real people that
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 53. For this corruptible must put on incorruption.
Yep, you see, we corruptible right now because a verse up it talks about you being changed in the twinkling of an eye. You know, so we got these corruptible flesh now. He said we're gonna put on
And this mortal must put on immortality.
See, and right now we mortal. But hey, we put on immortality by way it starts with your mind, man. Then you transform by the renewal of your mind. You know, you put on immortal when you cleave to the vibration of Yahweh Shai. You know, being mortal is you cleaving to America, to the ways of evil. And that's when you pretty much on the road to destruction, man. You know, like they say, like on the highway to hell, man. You see, because you bound to die under the vibration of evil, man. Because your die, you're gonna be gone. You know, your mannerism, you know, you gonna be moved off of emotion. You know, rather than rational decision.
Like I said, Esau, this what he brought into the world. And that's how I try to tell you that you put off that mortal weight, because it's not, like you said, you're going to deserve the death, you're going to get put down. This Wisdom of Solomon 2, verse 24, it say, nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world. And that's who Esau Edom. You know, envying the blessing. Then, hey, he was coming down with great wrath. He was blessed with this sport. He said, when the perfect time was to kill my brother, man. And it says, and they that do hold of his side do find him. And that's 2/3 of our people, you know, cleaving after the way of Esau Edom. And it said, you're going to find him. And what's the death? It said, death came into the world. So if you want to continue to follow after him, then you're going to find death. But with the Proverbs 8, it says, all else you don't need death. That's it.
Oh, that, what is that? Ecclesiastes 13. Those who be liking their tune. Ecclesiastes, Sirach, chapter 13, and verse 1, he said, he that toucheth pitch shall be defiled therewith, and he that have fellowship with a proud man shall be like unto him. And that proud man goes back to Esau Edom. And you being like and fashion unto him, and you're the same man that's coming from, man. It's pretty much death, man. You know, you tell you how to slave himself shall pretty much visit him. You see, so your house shall come to visit him, man. Hey, to kill him. Put him in chains. You know, 1,000 years, you're gonna be dealt with.
Y'all know what's going on touring. take after his ways, going to be thrust through just like that.
Isaiah 13 and verse 15. Everyone that is bound shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Everybody that's joined unto him, you keep the ways of Babylon the Great, falling after your father as well. Alright? And what you say, you're gonna be thrust through. You're gonna be destroyed by the sword, man. And there's many swords. It could be the famine, teeth of wild beasts, yeah, the jab, the MOTV, which if you do consent to, you're gonna take that ultimate sword. Thermonuclear warfare, man. Alright? That's what's coming to America. That's why you're being warned by the sermons of Yahweh Shema Shai, his prophet, beginning with our apostle elders of Great Millstone. Warning you, the great death and destruction is coming upon planet Earth. Take heed. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
It's Micah 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
It's like it says, arise ye and depart. How do you do that? As the I brought out earlier. By the way of your mind being renewed, man. Alright? That's how you arise. You ain't going back over to the land of Israel. No. It's you being awakened in your mind, man, by the testimony of the Lord Yahweh Shai. You being enlightened, you being quickened, made alive, brought to your feet. Because now you know the intent and purpose of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know what he has for this place, Babylon the Great, aka America, that's destruction. And you know what he has for those who trust in it. Salvation and the kingdom of everlasting of the Lord Yahweh Shai, man.
It's John 8 and 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. You see? So we've been freed, you know, from the cares of this world, you know, by what we just read, arise ye and depart. That starts by the way of your mind, man. We've been freed from the ways of America, man. We no longer think like the average ass American, man. You see? That's how we know that we've been renewed in the spirit, man. We've been renewed by the way of our mind. We've been washed with the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. And that's what causes us to arise and depart. And that gives us the understanding that this is not our rest, man. You see? It's John 8 in verse 36. It says, if the Son therefore shall make you free, ye shall be free indeed.
So it's the Son, Lord Yahweh Shai, his testimony. That's what you've been warned through, the testimony of Lord Yahweh Shai, which again, according to Revelation 19 and 10, comes in the spirit of prophecy. So that's an act of mercy by Yahweh Shema Shai, okay, sending unto you his Son, Lord Yahweh Shai, all right, via his prophet, warning you, all right, giving you an opportunity to flee the destruction. And the only way to flee is on this ark, the spiritual ark. And that's the pavilion within the testimony of Lord Yahweh Shai, man.
Back in that,
It is 2 Corinthians 6 and verse 17. He said, wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, said the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. So we gotta be separate. You know, and I wanted to start by your mind, man. You know, the access to the kingdom starts by way of the mind. Wait for the Lord to deal with you, the Lord deal with you within reason. You know? So you gotta align, we gotta be at harmony.
it's Romans 12 in verse 2. Romans 12 and 2, it says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
Yeah, so the renewing of your mind, again, come by this word. All right? He said that you may prove what is that good, acceptable, and perfect will of the Most High. And that's that Babylon the Great, aka America, be destroyed and the righteous kingdom be set up, the kingdom of our Lord Yahweh Shai. All right?
So like if I may say, that's the only way you're going to be saved from the calamities and the destructions of this place. You got to have a mindset after Yahweh Shema Shai. You see? That's you being conformed to Yahweh Shema Shai and not this world, man. We don't do the things that these outsiders do, man. You see? We no longer indulge in these American things that's, ultimately is vanity. You see? Because that's what you people outside this council, ultimately, you dwell in folly, man. You get off on folly. Folly has been setting great liberty with them, man. That's how we know that this is the land of confusion. And it must be destroyed, man.
You're more concerned about things that scare you. We're going to get about missiles and famines, wars, pestilence, and evils. That's what keep us going. Because, hey, the Lord tell you to be occupied in Christ. That's staying upon your watch. So the things that dis-ease Americans is what comforts us. That's how you know we separate.
That's it.
We hear niggas dying, start hashtag pray for Libya. Yeah, nah, we go hop on the video and tell you the Lord did this. The Lord killed 2.
Yeah, we love the Lord, though, man. We hate with the Lord, man.
And right now, the Lord hate the world. You see? And you tell you how the world was given into the hands of the wicked. We also tell you how there's no peace at all unto the wicked. So, Matthew, they think like that's going to send peace on earth. Why he ain't come to send peace on earth? Because the wicked people, right? Who come on the sword, right? Because we put an uplift the wicked. The kingdom of heaven, you take a kingdom of heaven to serve the God. This is not Christianity. What it is destruction going on in heaven because it's going to make it way to the earth. Like, nah, man. Hey, the kingdom of heaven is set up for blood. Who say who is coming with dyed garments? So I would tread the wine press along. Your house I come up to kill you.
He didn't come to say peace on earth. But the sword, man. It's like destruction. Ezekiel 79, man. Evil, only evil balls.
Yep. Niggas will experience death at an all-time high. You see, and if you refuse to turn and renew your mind, turn back to God by Shema Shai, you're gonna die. Niggas for the a lot of niggas for the die. A lot of women finna get snatched and took, taken violently, raped, kidnapped, and that car is shit you need to bring them. The food for the run dry, the electricity for the draw up, the money drying up, the jobs for the draw up, everything for the come to an end, man. This is season of living in.
Like you went through all those calamities that is on his name. That's how Americans been getting ready to be wiped off the face of the earth. This second Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for the come, wherein corruption is past.
So doom is about to take place here in the planet Earth again, but on a broader scale. Man, the Lord could use ICBM missiles, man. Hypersonic nuclear missiles to pretty much take out America. But you gonna have a plethora of events that's gonna take place before that happens. You got the famine, the blackout gotta come. The wars and insurrection, sedition, civil wars, race wars, political wars, class wars, all this shit gonna take place in America, man. Whites against blacks, the Nazis against the damn NFAC. You got that word. Hey, you got that word.
I got the word.
No. This word doom in the Edamon, it says a law, statute, decree. It says judgment and justice.
They get that terrible fate. They should be in that city.
Slack, if I may, it said the day of doom, and you just got that word, one of the words was justice. Yeah, it's gonna be a day of justice. Because that is justice. Yahweh Shema Shai. His judgment is perfect.
Psalm 89:14, justice and judgment.
The habitation of thy throne. See? Yahweh Shema Shai. Yeah, so it's a day of reckoning, a day of judgment. The Lord is gonna repay his enemies. Alright? He touched the apple of his eye. pay for that.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 19, to verse 27. It says, "But those my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me." And we know that these Israels are so far away. Because look at the gospel we put forth in the earth. You see, everything comes up against the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord has set forth, for us to serve, man. You see, and then like he took the apple of the eye, man. The Israelites, man. So-called black Latinos and Native Americans. And here it is, he's pushing, wickedness in your neighborhoods, upon the nation. You see? And this devil trying to do whatever he can, to keep the Lord Yahweh Shah from getting the ruler seat, man.
If I may, right quick, we can't forget 2/3 as well. Because see, you wouldn't have Yahweh Shah, Lord Yahweh Shah reign over you. You refusing his word, slapping the hand of the Lord, which again is an act of mercy. Telling you, hey, you about to burn the house down, get out. But you want to stay in part and bullshit. You gonna die in this burning house.
Second Ezra, chapter 7, verse 43. We say, "But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality or the cause wherein corruption is past." This is simple Google definition of doom. It's a death, destruction, or some other terrible fate. Second Ezra, chapter 4, verse 29. "If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good."
Alright? What it says to that place what?
It says, Second Ezra 4:29, "If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away."
The place where the evil is sown, you just been going into all the atrocious things you see here in Babylon the Great, aka America. Alright? What it says?
And it says, "Then cannot it," so then cannot it come that is sown with good.
Alright, the kingdom of heaven. This place, Babylon the Great, must be destroyed in order for the kingdom of heaven to be ushered in. And that's what we're prophesying through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shah. Alright, of the end of a regime. The king's matter have been made known unto us, referencing Daniel, that dream. We're at the end of that statue, the feet. Alright, and the Lord is about that rock, not hewn with hands. Lord Yahweh Shah, beginning with this word going out, what it said, shall utter his voice before his armies, but for paraphrase. And that voice is his prophet singing this new song. Alright, tearing down Babylon the Great, ushering in, heralding in the coming of our King, Lord Yahweh Shah, who's going to take down our enemies and set up his righteous kingdom here on planet Earth.
Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. You see? And this is the same stead the prophets of old came and become the same stead as the prophets of old, man. You see what the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. You see? Hey, we in Babylon the Great, where wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. You see, we're not just ushering in the kingdom for no reason, man. No, wickedness is consuming. It's all over the fucking place, man. You see? What it tell you in Genesis, the Heavenly Father looked down, yeah, come. If we can grab that Bible shop, I got that. It's Genesis 6 and verse 4. Wait, so like 6 and verse 5, it say, and the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth. Hey, that's during the time of Noah as well as now, man. You see, where evil it's been set on high. What it tells you in Revelation 18, the sins of this place have reached unto the heavens, man. You see, you got women want to be men, men want to be women. That's nothing but confusion, man. See, so we're not just speaking these great evils into existence because we ain't got shit better to do, man. No, if the Lord don't come back and destroy this place, no flesh will be saved. You see, and the kingdom of heaven will not be established. So this place must go, man, because it's clear contrary to the will of Yahweh Shemel Shah and his laws, statutes, and commandments that we were created to follow from the beginning, man. But continuing on, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. This is the same, the Lord feels the same way about you Americans, man. The Lord don't change. You still indulging in your wickedness. The Lord still has a perfect hatred towards you, man. That's why he's sending these evils. That's why he sent the prophets out to prophesy these evils in, man. To come upon you people, man. And to usher in the kingdom of Yahweh Shah. What you got, God? You got it? You have something?
Got the second Ezra for you. This is second Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. So we was commanded to come out here and speak the words of prophecy. World War III, that's prophecy. The second one was past, the third coming quickly. Famine, that's prophecy. What it said, I was sending plagues, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. It's just prophecy, man. We tell you what's going to happen before it happens.
That's what Lord did in his time, man.
Book of 2 Peter, chapter 2, verse 5. And spare not the whole world, but save Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness. And if I may say, like the brother was going into that, the Lord set us up to come out here and condemn this place, to prophesy, about the destruction of this place and herald in our Lord Yahweh Shah. Because that's what the word preacher going to right there. Being a herald, heralding in our Lord Yahweh Shah.
It's
Yep.
That's righteous. Because he tell you that if warn the wicked man from his wickedness, that he shall not die in his iniquity. So we was commanded to come out here and tell you, if you don't repent, you're gonna die, man. That's a preacher of righteousness, man. See? Yeah.
And it says, a preacher of righteousness bringing in the blood upon the world of the ungodly.
So that word preacher belongs to pray. Because pre meaning before, the church means to say. So you pretty much saying before. And Baba Kassan. Okay, yeah, you got it. Yeah. Matter of fact, you get that last thing.
This is the word for preacher, G2783, a herald, a messenger. Yeah, look, my brother say public summons. And that's the true church out in the public, man. And it says, and the herald or proclaimer of the divine word.
Yeah, see, the divine word, ultimately Yahweh Shah, man. His intents and purposes that he has for this lifetime. Because you know the divine word that was being taught in the times of Noah. That Noah was teaching over flood, man. So hey, here in this lifetime, we teaching you pretty much of the missiles. Like the fire, man. Which is gonna be right here in the church. Strange rain. Mark of the beast, which is gonna usher in those missiles, man.
It says, a preacher of righteousness bringing in the blood upon the world of the ungodly.
Yeah, bring it in. So it had to be spoken before it actually came to pass, man. So something simple as his word going forth is what's going to bring forth the missiles, man. Just like Noah telling them, hey, because the word activate things, man. Don't think you want shit going out void. And we just like little speak. Hey, nah, the thing that we actually telling you and going into the scriptures and bringing it out, it's going to come to light, man. Because it's going to be made animated. You're going to see it. You're going to feel it. You're going to smell it. You're going to touch it. It's going to touch you.
word shall not return to the void.
Like the rain, yeah, it comes down and return back up. You make it rain for the bud. So when the rain comes down, shit out. Plants start to grow. Vegetables, you know, everything start to help. Streams starting to be built. You know, so the same word, man, once it comes down, it comes forth. Not all of a sudden you have a recall. You know, now you got an inflation. You know, now they talking about the dollar crash. Now they need a new monetary system. You know, now these niggas got ICBM lists. Man, hypothetically, not hypothetically, fucking, they all point at America, man. You know? Because we said it, man. Well, you how I said it.
This Psalm 33 and verse 11. The counsel of Yahweh by Shemal Shai standeth forever. The thoughts of his heart to all generations.
See? To all generations. And the Lord say that this generation shall not pass to all things he fulfilled, man. Shit that he spoke of 2,000 years ago. It was set to come to pass in this lifetime, man. The scripture was meant to make sense in this lifetime, man. You know, that's why it's written, the things that was written before time is written for our learning.
This is going back to 2 Peter 2 and verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly.
An example to those after that should live ungodly. And that's referencing Babylon the Great, aka America, where you got the LGBTQXYZ right? But when it says ashes, you see the brother holding the sign, that's what's coming to Babylon the Great. Death and destruction, man, by World War III. Third war coming quickly. Alright? Thermonuclear warfare.
You know, Lot was down there prophesying. You know, he said Lot was vexed. You see? So, and he said just Lot. You know, so Lot was against that shit, man. Lot was called down there at the gates telling them that they gonna die, man, for this shit.
And that's what made him just.
Yeah, that's what made him judge.
Right? That word.
Yeah, the word. It had to go forth for the rain, for the brimstone to come down.
2 Peter 2 and verse 7. And deliver just life, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
Yep, see? Yeah, America is way worse. You know what I'm saying, man? It's America for you, man. Dead people, man. That's all you see. You see dead people, man. Everywhere you look, you see dead people, man. People die. Grandmothers, granddads, nephews, nieces, uncles, aunties, daughters, and sisters, man.
Slave both young and old.
Slave ugly, both young and old, man. The motherfucker get busy in America, man. This shit is through the roof with it, man. Especially when you get to certain regions in America. You come to Birmingham, man. Birmingham got a heavy LGBT demon, a masculine demon, a masculine woman demon. This bitch through, man. Birmingham need a fucking missile, man. I'm glad it's a missile pointed towards this bitch, man. I hope 4 of them at least pointed towards this bitch. 7 of them.
Very quick, this is the book. This is what I quoted earlier. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, and verse 9. It says, "For as the heavens are higher than the earth," now Salaki, verse 10. "For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it."
If I may, and that word is like that seed, right? Once it falls out, you know, it start taking root, things start happening, action come behind it. And that seed gonna bud forth into the missile. And the end of Babylon the Great, man, and the kingdom of heaven being ushered in on planet earth, where righteousness dwell, which we look forward to according to 2 Peter 3 and 13.
shall, it was an example, you know, for those who live ungodly after the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. This is Isaiah 13 and verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the knees against them, which shall not guard silver, and after gold, they shall not delight in it. That's, the knees will be the Russians today. And you see, they already ditching the American dollar. They don't want no ties with America at all. They don't want your money or nothing. It says their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And this going into the Muslims, man. So the Muslims don't have emotions. They're gonna come over here and do their job, man. Wipe America off the face of the earth. And it says that Babylon, the glory of kingdom, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. For all the wickedness that goes on here, man. As far like the brothers been going, the LGBTQ, you know, they teaching real children ABCs and shit. They said they just passed a law in Cali to where your child say, I don't think I'm a boy anymore, I'm a girl. And you deny it, and you can, that's a charge against you, and they can change the child's sex. You see, they got something called minor attracted persons where they're trying to legalize pedophilia. This is the shit that go on here in America, man. This is why there's a missile, numerous amount of missiles waiting to destroy this country, $200,000.
Yeah, this is 2 Ezra 4, verse 28. But as concerning the things whereof thou asked me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. See, that's a part of the evil being sown. Motherfuckers trying to change your child's gender without your consent, man. You know? Or just LGBT period, man. Because at first a nigga, these fuckers was spoiled until they trying to make the males the real women, and they calling you real women cisgender women, man. You know? That's a fucking, hey, everything about America is off. From the diet to the reasoning, man.
These niggas, they got spot. These niggas just invented 3D printed salmon, man. It's just, come on, man. This shit here is that, oh, man. They talking about 3D printed chicken. All this shit, oh, man. Like you said, the food. Yeah, man.
Down to the trend. People weird. You got a nigga rather be a TikTok sensation than to go to school and be a doctor, man. You know, a nigga, they reference YouTubers. Let a YouTuber come to your city. You know what I mean?
Our older players make way more money than construction.
Yeah.
Man that's building the country. What is the huge? Shit, that's
So your leaders cause you to err, man. Falling after these dumbass, simple ass J's, man. You know, Cardi B, Jay-Z, Megan Thee Stallion.
this is the hype.
Sex and red.
That's good. Slut.
Damn food. Project hoe.
Sexy red. That remind you of Sexy red.
They on the hardest in this bitch, man. You go over, so put that bitch on the E, she gonna die, man. They gonna kill that bitch, man. You know, they women not allowed to act like Sexy Red, man. That's a fucking westernized vibration, man, for a fucking bitch with turkey on her window shield, man.
Get to the truth.
Yeah.
He already. We
Come
gonna
on, come on.
being idolized as a slut.
Yeah.
That's an easy accent. Anywhere else in other countries, that's a prostitute. So what these troops, they gonna feel free to fucking take it. And it ain't gonna be no fight either. These big 6'1", you know what I mean? These Russians, you know, fight bears and shit. You know, yeah, go out, put it in. Yeah, it ain't gonna be no fight either. You know?
That nigga come in that bitch and said some shit you ain't got no
Yeah, she ain't gonna
back.
know. Ain't no fucking
Hit that bitch in the back of the gun.
and they gonna throw her off. Hey, because the scriptures tell you, when there's no head, the possession is spoiled. Hey, the woman is a possession, man, whether you like it or not. You see? But the fact that you have been given over much liberty and you have destroyed yourself the way, by the way your thinking, your reasoning, the westernization mindset that you have, okay, when shit get real, shit hit the fan, you're gonna be left for the taking. And it ain't gonna be nobody to save you, man.
Survive.
That's it, bro. And that's talking about ours, but because you see how they fucking act. Careless. This bitch rolled up and put her hands on the man. That's careless, man. Then it tells you how the bitch is gonna fail. Food stamps, the Walmart, the Walgreens, the Publix, whatever you want to call it, that shit gonna fail. The police is not gonna come here and arrest you. You ain't gonna have no more. Hey man, these simp ass niggas ain't gonna stand up for Eve in that day. They ain't gonna stand up for Eve. They ain't gonna fuck about you. So the scripture tells us like you gotta do that. No.
So what you said, every man for himself.
Yeah, that's spirit now. Yeah, every man for himself and God for his all. That's gonna be the mindset. But see, the land is gonna be bearing the faith in that day. It ain't gonna be no God in that day. Which gonna bring what? Chaos. You see? That's what's coming to the land, man. Yeah, that's the saying now. Which is the Lord getting on this bitch, right?
That shit gonna intensify.
It's gonna get real. I know y'all seeing movement. Fucking even choking bitches and stuff. Ain't no telling what the fuck she did, man.
That's a warning. Like, then you know, that's why through the spirit of power, the men of the Lord speaking on it. Really, so it's an act of mercy. Again, going back to the Lord, the house shot, going back to his service, the prophet, warning you of what's to come upon planet Earth. Telling you the vengeance shall fail. Telling you that women are about to be ravaged. Telling you that neighbor gonna invade neighbor due to lack of bread. Telling you, warning you about their family. Telling you, thus said Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, man. These are the things that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh about to bring upon planet Earth. Going back to that blackout. Yeah, I will visit Egypt with plagues as before. That was one of them.
Verse 5. Thus says the Lord Yahweh, on the eve, behold, it's come, the end is come, and watching for thee, behold, it is come. We understand, when the end coming, you got this thing called Jacob's trouble to come, man. You see? Which to you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. Mainly, again, you women, man, you fucking up for the taking. Because you're a possession. You're meant to be protected and led, man. But no, you boasting, your proud, wicked mindset, you want to be twerking on the headlights and the fucking red light and shit. You don't need a man now, all of a sudden. Oh, that's in the scripture. Widowhood, poverty. Oh, you got it, bro. You got it, huh?
That's why that bitch got a booty. Man, talk, but booty goes back to the possession. No, man, you go out to the scripture, you go into the word booty, it goes back into possession.
Oh, BBA.
Yeah, you look at BBA, you done enhanced those shit.
Yeah, you can take that for that day.
What a take.
Come. Boys, you know.
This second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 49, he said, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. You see, hey, this bad up, man, that's what the Lord sent it for, man. Widowhood and poverty, man. So a lot of you women, now y'all with husbands, you like to disrespect the man. The Lord gonna take that man from you. And you gonna be left like down your own. I ain't even want to say it, God made it come out. You know, you're not gonna kill them niggas, man. But, and then you got some of these bitches that got that nigga like child support and shit. You making it hard for Jake. Jake gonna come back and kill your ass, man. But none of this gonna take place. A bride that got gunned down this week in Birmingham, man.
Just to go along with your point, you're starting to see it happen more and more. That's what you're getting into.
Yeah.
It's building up. Getting a song, it's a lot, man.
I think you mentioned how to rate the black women.
Oh, yeah.
It's bad in Chicago right now. It's real bad in Chicago. Black women, it's going to skyrocket. She, well, you know why? It's because what the scripture says, she that liveth in pleasure, and then while she living, you bitches living in your pleasure, man. You see, again, like we were speaking earlier on that carnal mindset. You see, and the woman, she's the weaker vessel. Like I mentioned, she meant to be married. You're meant to have a man, man. The scriptures tell you how the woman was made for the man, not the man made for the woman, man. You see? That's why we need order in the earth. That's why we call them the house shop, so we can come back and set shit straight, man.
So like the head of every woman, it's like that. The head of every woman is the man. Is the man.
Yeah. Oh, that's why you're gonna have Isaiah 4:1 in there. They're gonna be looking for a head.
Nobody knows I'm taking that away.
So like you just had a bitch in Cali, she just graduated. They found her on the beach, decapitated, hands and feet cut off. And they said it was her college boyfriend. And like the brother said, more and more cases like this are coming out, man.
2nd Ezra 16, verse 33. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegroom. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. So yeah, he said, and the wars of the bridegroom will be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish with famine. So you see, this a lot of these weak ass, ancient American niggas gonna be took out, man. And it's gonna leave a lot of women. A lot of them still like that. So that's why I want to tell you about one of the things from people is widowhood, man. You know, because a lot of men don't die, and it's more women like that than men. So a lot of women, there's gonna be a lot of single women. You know, that's how Isaiah's women coming to be. Because hey, everything you do is just to take away their privilege, man. These bitches gonna be starving, gonna be got kicked out their house, social media, been failed, can't make money on TikTok and Instagram no more. Scamming Jake, fishing Jake, they can't cash out no more. So hey, it's gonna them all gonna humble down on the Lord for the homely westernized women, man. You know?
It's Isaiah 13 and verse 16 in the NLT. It says their little children will be dashed to death before their eyes. Their homes will be sacked, and their wives will be raped.
That's what that's not our women, man. That's the lot. It's gonna be upon a lot of you half naked ass fucking sluts out there. You know?
There ain't gonna be no baby boy saying that day, get off my mom. And see, you gonna rape me in front of my son?
What's that?
Dash him.
You gonna dash that little nigga, man, matter of fact,
What?
get it blue.
Oh man.
Kill that nigga
Right
in front
before
of
our
us, man, right before our eyes. And that shit gonna throw Eve in shock, man. And she still get that shit too, man. The Lord got fucking misery, right? He said, misery, great miseries shall be done to them. They in a lot of times shall dwell in the world because they are walking in great pride. So that's why you ain't gonna have a man, because prior to the evils unfolding, you don't want to be proud, motherfucker. We was trying to tell you, we was in your hands. We gonna be our women on some shit now, man. But you heard me. I was trying to tell you. I wanted you to get it, but you didn't want it. You talking about I was crazy. You talking going on with that shit. Now it ain't gonna make sense when the troops still face you.
Oh, you 33.
Then
Then
shit
shall they know that the prophet
Hey, man, how they gonna know? Because prophecy gonna present itself to them.
right before they're gonna be prophets, like you said. You know? You're gonna be prophets. Also, hey, you gonna meet your house shop, man.
I'm trying to come up on.
That's it, bro.
When you say period out there,
Yeah, that's it,
motherfucker, you gonna feel your house out when you in that famine, man. Your ass, it's a difference between fasting and actually being fucked up, man. You know, because when you fast, the comfort is I leave 24 hours. I'm gonna go to Publix. I'm gonna get that watermelon. But nigga, when you ain't got that option no more.
Yeah.
That's a different sense of urgency that's gonna tap in, man. That's survival now. You can't, you digging in trash, you ain't finding no food. That shit gonna put a different type of spirit on you then. Then that's prophecy. Now you have a shot on your ass now, man.
It's a good point. What it say, Yahweh Shalom, Yahweh Shah said, like, he that eat this bread shall never harm you. He that drinketh this water will be purified, thirst will be purified, shall never punish you. Right? Those who have this bread of life, you know, will be in a totally different mindset. As you said, it's already been built up with fasting. But that's all through the Lord Yahweh Shah. Again, that mercy that's been extended, like you said, we tried to tell you. The spirit of power Yahweh Shema Shah. Right? But ultimately, it's Lord Yahweh, it's Yahweh Shema Shah through his son, Lord Yahweh Shah, via the prophet. Offering that mercy until you warning you of what's going to happen before it takes place.
This Proverbs 15 and verse 5. It's like, now this Proverbs 15 and verse 12, no, verse 32. He that refuseth instruction despiseth his own soul, but he that heareth reproof getteth understanding. You see, so by you refusing instructions that's being given unto you, the warnings, you see, because we're giving you the warnings, we're giving you the hell that's about to befall you people, man. You see? But it's up to you to hearken unto those instructions. But we see Jake despising the instructions, Eve despising the instructions. Really, everybody outside this council is despising the words of Yahweh Shah. And by you despising these instructions, you're despising your own soul, man. You ain't hurting us, you're hurting yourself, man. It says, but he that heareth reproof getteth understanding. You see, so by you taking heed, you're going to get the understanding. Okay, now I understand that the famine is coming, teeth of wild beasts, all out hell is about to break loose. But the understanding is that the Lord said he was going to save his elect, man. You see, so now you know you got to get right with your power now, man. You see, now you should be geared towards getting closer to Yahweh Shah, seeing he's the only way you're going to escape these things, man. Because it's written only the elect is going to escape these things, man. What you got?
Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. So like the brother just going into, so if you despise the words of Yahweh Shema Shah, and mocking his messengers, you think, you know, all this is nonsense, that these things will never come to pass, and you're going to be put down, man. And they say, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. I'll continue. Yeah. It says, the law of the wise is a fountain of life to depart from the snares of death. So, hey, you're going to depart from the snares of death if you hearken to this truth and you believe on the saying of Yahweh Shema Shah. So, Lord, we will be today.
Let's go to the Lord. You will never thirst again, right? Because now you have the words of eternal life. You have the instructions on how to live. And that's through the testimony of Lord Yahweh Shah.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 9. Then shall they be in purification, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast it away despitefully shall dwell in torment. For such in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have known my law, while they had yet liberty, when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain.
Yeah. So those who despise the word of the Lord, who despise this testimony that's going out, you're going to know it after death by pain. Just like brother brought out earlier, then they shall know a prophet has been among them, right? Because that's what you've been foretold before it happened, when you brought out prophesying earlier to say before. You've been told before it happened what's going to happen. Once you realize it after death by pain, you're going to know that Yahweh Shema Shah, all right, is real and that he reigns in the affairs of man.
It's like I just had the word middle. distressing, sad, pathetic. Take you from the pathetic out here, man. When you ain't ate and dating, then you gonna remember, that the prophets that prophesied to you, you ain't repent. Sadness, tear jerking, sorry. They gonna be a sorry ass nigga that day, man. Miserable. Like the brother about that, for many great miseries, man. Woeful. Ultimately, how about Shemaiah gonna destroy you, man? Grievous and distressful.
They're going into their perplexity. All faces turned into paleness. Black, you ain't gonna know what the hell to do in those days, man. Like, bro, going, your baby just got killed in front of you, you got ravaged, they just left in your house. All hell breaking loose outside. Yeah, man, nigga, just watch his son just pine away from not eating. He just gonna sit there, he gonna lose it, man. Jake is gonna fucking lose it out here, man.
So like I may say, the reason why Jake gonna lose is they ain't got no comfort. You see, this the comfort up here. Yahushua is the comfort, man. He's already sent out the comfort in these last days, man. You see? But you gotta be called, you gotta be drawn to Yahushua. You see, it ain't like you can just come into this thing, man. No. Yahushua has to draw you towards him, man. But the Lord is still hiding his face from 2/3 of our people, man. That's what puts us in a blessed position that we're currently in, man. You see? Because, hey, the Lord said for us, hey, Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of our times, man. And the Lord said he said he should never suffer the righteous to be moved, man. So the elect is going to be sustained, man. While 2/3 of you, you're going to pine away, you're going to suffer. You see, you're going to look at, you're going to behold people eating each other. You see, all amount of hell breaking loose around you, not knowing what the fuck to do next, being in a state of perplexity, as the brother mentioned. You see, but the elect is going to be stable because the elect was put on game, man. You see, the elect, they have what? With all that get understanding. They have understanding of what's going on in these last days, man. That's why Yahushua said, blessed are your eyes for their see and your ears for their hear, man.
Foresight.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 33 and verse 6. And it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh is the treasure.
Wisdom and knowledge that shall be the stability of our time. It's the testimony of the Lord Yahushua. As I was just going into it, now we have eyes to see, ears to hear, which goes into understanding His truth, understanding the intents and purposes of Yahushua, His perfect will. Again, to destroy Babylon the Great and set up a righteous kingdom.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8 and verse 3. And it says, and he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger, and fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man could not live by bread only, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Lord the man lives. Going back into their wisdom, right? You see, this is what's gonna keep, us stable in those times, man. We understand that the words of Yahushua grants you eternal life, man. You see, and it keeps you on your feet. It keeps you sustained, man. You see, it keeps you with hope, it keeps you with faith, and ultimately it keeps you with the fear of the Lord. Because you gotta fear Him to receive all those benefits, man. But that's what separates us from the 2/3. The niggas that are in the carnal mindset, nigga live by the words of life. You know what I mean? That's a nigga, man. Yeah, you feel me? And that's what, like the brother said, man, they not gonna have a comfort in that day because they so big of sowing to the flesh. You see? Therefore, they can't understand the things that are spiritual, man. That's it.
By that word, that's what's gonna manifest miracles for you, man. Jake ain't gonna have the luxury that the man who trust in the Lord got, man. Jake don't trust in the corner things, and that's gonna kill you. While we trust in the spiritual things, and that's gonna manifest. That's gonna bring forth food. But ultimately, shit, we got the brain to trust in, man. We can already resort back to the Ravens. But I would say a nigga can't say that. You know, there's foolishness into them. You know,
It's like that. Everybody said to be carnally minded is death. You ain't got shit else to hope in. So now you want to be carnal. So it's gonna, now you gonna go down to the clean spot. You're gonna trust in Egypt, you know, and that's gonna be a downfall. But the Lord said to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because it's life and peace. Because man, you can never go far enough with your how about Shemal Shai, man. You can't put no fucking cap on the Lord, man. Because just like the brother brought out, you got ravens to go back to, you know, look for the Lord. They'll use animals to bring you food during the time of famine. The brother teleport, hey, down in the lines, what you, hey, things were written before time were written for our learning. You know?
and I may ask you that too. Because that's like the Lord telling you to be broad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't stop being a little minded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sucker, man.
Yeah.
Think be out there. Yeah, think big, baby. You know what I mean? The Lord telling you to think big, man. You know? But that's America, man. America, everything about America is in a box, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's why a nigga biggest thing is to get some money. That's it. He ain't thinking about flying to, you know, to a nigga. That's
Imaginary.
yeah. No, you got a strong imagination.
Yeah.
I can tell you was a kid.
Yeah.
Great
Know
thing
your
is.
enemy. He's a tree.
Hey, damn, you really not comfortable, huh?
You really ain't got faith.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's me. If you can have one thing in the world, what would it be? 40 acres in the mule. You know what I mean? For my whole family to be straight, bro. I ain't even gonna count like generational riches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the balls of nigga can go and something wrapped around money. He ain't gonna actually rule over the planet Earth. That way you can make it the way you want it to be. You ain't thinking like that. Nigga say you want to be controlled. Nigga, you know.
Yahushua said he set us free from that. You know? We read that earlier. He set us free from that. So now our way of thinking is more broader than just being a fucking box head ass nigga, man. That don't.
Box shit.
You know what I mean? No, because that's what these motherfuckers do, man. You put limitations on the Lord, basically, man. You see? Because the Lord said we walk by faith and not by sight, man. You see? So we believe the things that's not seen. You see? Because the times we come into, you got to have a mindset like that. That the scriptures tell you anything is possible with Yahweh Shemal Shai. That fucking light pole, the Lord can turn that to whatever the fuck he want to turn into, man. That's the kind of faith you got to have in these times, man.
It's like, you know what I mean? What you say, when I come to praise the Lord, what to paraphrase the book for all thy effort, what to paraphrase, it said, even then when you far exceed.
Yep.
So that's letting you know, Yahweh Shemal Shai gonna far exceed your wildest expectations.
It's like he said.
Y'all gonna step in. Yeah, all y'all step in. But this 1 Corinthians 2:9, it says, but as it is written, I have not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which Yahweh have prepared for them that love him.
Hey, a cigarette smoking nigga, the farthest he can think is his next Newport, man. You know, he thinking about the eternal, you know what I mean? Or just even thinking out there, receiving new bodies, you know, visiting new planets. That's fairy tale to that. That's never in a lifetime to that nigga, man.
To be fed in a famine, man. Jay can't wrap his mind around it. It's gonna be bad out here. We need to live when the times we come in. Like Jay can't even imagine that. How much more spiritual power these niggas mind, like you said, they kill him, man.
Oh, we heard I told him like that. If you can believe the earthly thing, why the hell would I sit here and tell you the spiritual, man?
In verse 10, it says, but Yahweh hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searching all things, yea, the deep things of Yahweh Shai. For what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him? Even so the things of Yahweh knoweth no man, but the Spirit of Yahweh Shai. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of Yahweh Bashim
Hey,
Yahushua.
this is why we able to expound on spiritual things, man. Things outside the box. It's because it's been given to us by the spirit of Yahweh outside of faith, man.
It is received because it serves as a prophet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it, ain't it? Those are my friends.
You won't let your servant know. You know, you got it.
Yeah. He said, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. Oh, yeah, it's like John 15, and if I start verse 14. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you.
He says, what he said, that you do what I said.
Yeah, he say, ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you.
Do whatever I command you. You read earlier, eyes have not seen, right? Nor enter into the hearts of men. Roughly paraphrasing the thing that Yahweh Shema Shai have for those that love him. Well, could you, Bible Shai, you get it right quick?
In John 14 and verse 15, if you love me, keep my commandments.
So that's how we know we love Yahweh Shema Shai. For keeping his commandment. That commandment that you brought out earlier, that's Lord Yahweh Shai. Right? It's keeping his word. The testimony of Lord Yahweh Shai. Arise and depart from this place, flee ye, land of the Chaldeans, roughly paraphrase. Be ye renewed, be not conformed to this world, but be ye renewed by the transforming of your mind. Romans 12 and 2 is all of this word. Right? Obeying the commandment. Right? That's who love the Lord, those who keep his word. You know, which is the reason you see the men of the Lord, beginning with the apostle nails of great millstone, out on the highways and hedges, warning you, saying, thus said Yahweh Shema Shai. A great destruction is coming to Babylon, the great aka America, and a great deliverance as well, going into that comfort. Yeah, comfort ye my people. It's like you got it.
It's John 14 verse 16, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comfort, that he may abide with you forever. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him. And we received the comforter in these last days, man. And the Lord said that he may abide with you forever, man. You see? And it says, even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive. These people outside this council cannot receive this form of teaching, man. You see? That's why it tell you, when Yahweh Shai used to teach, they were astonished at his doctrine, man. You see? You can't receive this. That's why you got to be in the spirit. This has to be given unto you. This is a gift. You got to be built like that, man. It says, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him. You see? And we know Yahweh Shema Shai. That's that separation, man. You see? It says, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you, and shall be in you. You see? So look, what I'm with you even to the end. Come on, man.
Abide in me, and I abide in you.
Come on, man. The spirit. And it says, I will not leave you comfortless, I will come to you. You see what? And Yahweh Shai said, even the Father will sup with us. He's supping with us in these last days, man. And we're not being left comfortless. Of course, at one point in time, we were comfortless, man. You see, we didn't have the comfort. But now, we have it in these last days, man. That's what's keeping us sustained.
Things were in the foretime when we for our learning, that we through comfort, not select patience, and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. We've been given hope through the things that were written aforetime, and through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shai, through Lord Yahweh Shai sending that comfort, which is the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, the spirit of understanding. Now we understand the intent and purpose of Yahweh Shema Shai. What he said, what's that, paraphrasing, I have thoughts, plans for you, or thoughts to the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai having an expected end for us, man. Delivering us from the hands of our enemy, from the clutch of the devil. Esau Edom, so-called white man himself, okay? But you know he's gonna come down with great wrath, knowing that he had but a short time, all right? And delivering us from the hands of our enemy, all right, and set up a righteous kingdom, man. All right, which again, 2 Peter 3:13, we're looking forward to.
Back in 1 Corinthians 2:12, now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Pertaining to intent and purpose, pertaining to their lifetime, man. The things to do that pertains to their salvation. Hey, it's been freely given to us, man.
Yep. It said, which things, verse 13, which things also we speak not in the words which man wisdom teaches.
Yeah, because man's wisdom ain't teach you that America could be destroyed by thermonuclear fire, man. You know, man's wisdom ain't teach you that the MOTB is the you know, they ain't telling you that it's just the future of fakeness. You know.
But which the Holy Spirit teaches, comparing spiritual things with spiritual, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of Jehovah, for they are foolishness unto him.
Yeah, salvation. You know, salvation coming to America. That's foolishness to a nigga. But yet, America has the most UFO sightings in the world, man. This bitch ain't gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. We got the strongest defense system in the world, Fred. But yet, this bitch got the most nuclear target, man.
You'll have these Islam niggas and shit, you know, that come up against the doctrine of the Lord. It is because they have the natural man, again, going back to carnal. They can't receive the things of the spirit, man. See?
Yeah, they ain't cut off.
Yeah.
But he tell you that if you reject knowledge, I'm also reject me. You know, and your children. Oh, what them niggas said, let his blood be upon us and our children. That's why you fuck niggas can't get it, man.
They are the
Yeah, and now you the children, nigga. You know, so now you back in his lifetime fulfilling that.
to receive that deal.
Man, to receive the judge, the truth, the right.
They understood reincarnation. You gotta consider that. So now the niggas gonna eat their words, man. Verse 14, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of Yahweh, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. But he that is spiritual judges all things, yet he himself is judged among man. For who have known the mind of the Lord, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of Hamashiach.
Yep, pretty much are the testimony, man. You know,
The will of the Father. You know, that's it. And that's really what they keep saying there. Knowing the will of the Father. Man. You see?
on with the prayer for.
Yeah.
If you start out praying for God, you know, so you know what to pray for. You take it, so how you gonna think about the wrath if you don't know? You know, you have to be hip into the intensive purpose that the Lord has for your lifetime to let you know. When you pray, that you may do it in front of you.
It's like what it said, paraphrasing, how can you believe unless someone teaches you? What's paraphrasing mean? You have to have someone to teach you. And that's the prophets, beginning with the apostles and elders of great millstone, man. Here to warn you of the impending danger that's coming to Babylon the Great, aka America. And warning you again to flee, but the only way to flee is by accepting this doctrine. And that's only been allotted to the elect. On this side, the hopefully that those who are hoping in the mercy of Yahweh by Shema Shai.
It's Romans 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
And that knowing the time, how do we know the time? Second Ezra was told to measure out the time diligently in itself. It's through the word, through the testimony of the Lord Yahweh. Again, that Revelation 19 and 10 comes in the spirit of prophecy, telling you what's going to happen before it takes place. That's how we know it's high time to wake up. Just been hearing the brothers going through, the big brother going through all it's like precepts, warning you through the spirit of power, how about Shema Shah, through the word saying, thus said the Lord. These are the things that's coming upon planet Earth. Great famine, death, and destruction. Thermonuclear warfare. That's how we know that it's high time to wake up.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
But our salvation is nearer than we believe. Going again into that comfort. Letting you know that, yeah, death and destruction is coming. Okay? But the Lord has offered mercy unto those that believe in his testimony. All right? Who have him rule over them. We said, the elder brought out yesterday at our round, bring every thought under subjection under the Mashiach Yahweh rough paraphrase. All right? That means subjecting to his will, to his testimony, man. All right? Submitting to this word. Hearkening unto it.
The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. See, so now it's time to flee the ways of this world, put on that whole armor. See, come to Yahweh Shemel Shah and save the ways of Babylon the Great, so you can be saved, man.
Hey, so it's high time to wake out of sleep. So with that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
and double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.
Shalom, DTA, Abba, Soon.
Nice. Right, God, you heard? Check your bank account. Water for 20 minutes. Good ride.